Yo, what's going on? Today I got another tutorial for y'all. I got this Brandon Ingram design I made a couple days ago. This took me like a good day or so. The original design had like 4 different pictures, but I just decided to simplify and use these 2. Anyways, let's get to it. The file size for the design is 12 by 16 inches and 150 resolution or DPI. The first thing I did was make the background color black. As I said before, I only used 2 pictures for this design. I used this one and this one. So for this small one right here, I made it a smart object, and then inside the smart object, I made a cutout with the pen tool, and this is what I got. And then after that, I added a black and white adjustment layer, but I still wanted to keep the red parts of the picture, so I clicked on the mask and used a polygon lasso tool to select the red parts. And then with the black color selected, I did Alt backspace, which is just a shortcut for fill. And this is what I got. So then I went to filter, camera raw filter, and I added some texture and clarity. Like I said in my last video, I just really feel like doing that enhances the design so much. I also added a drop shadow to add some depth. For the second picture, I made it a smart object, and then inside the smart object, I cut out the picture again, and this is what I got. And then I made that a smart object again, added a camera raw filter, and added some texture and clarity. By the way, after you're done cutting out the picture and stuff like that, do Ctrl S to save it, and then you'll see it pop up back here. So then I added a layer mask to this picture and used a gradient tool to make a fade. But instead of using the linear gradient, I used this radial effect right here, radial gradient. And this is what I got. I then added a black and white adjustment layer and made a clip mask. Alright, so at this point, I just got the random idea of adding a red light coming from the background. So I used a rectangle tool, made it a smart object, and then added this radial blur, and it gives it this effect. So then I went back to the big cutout and I wanted to add some red light. So I made another layer, but this time I put it on overlay. And then I used a red to color over it, like this. But as you can see right here, the headband really isn't being affected that much. So I made another layer and I put it on multiply and then colored over the headband a bit. You could also mess with the opacity a bit to make it look better. After that, I tried to add some shadows to the little cutout, but the background is black. So I got the idea of first using the brush tool. Originally it's like this, but I put it down like this to get this 3D effect. I selected a white color and then I clicked once and I got this. Then I made another layer, but this time I made the color black and I made it a little bit smaller and I got this. After that, I just added some text. They were all the Helvetica font, boom boom boom. And I also added the team logo at the bottom. Drag the small cutout all the way to the top if you haven't already, and then group everything together except the small cutout. Then Ctrl J to duplicate, and then Ctrl E to merge it all together, and then make that a smart object. So in the smart object, I just added a camera raw filter, I added some more texture and clarity, and a little bit of vibrance. This is optional, but on top of everything, I added a copy scan picture, put it on linear dodge, and that's about it. Did y'all enjoy the tutorial? And what do y'all think about the design? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day. Peace.